Alyssa Liu once was a rising star in the world of figure skating. At 13 years old, she became the youngest US champion, and at 14 years old the following year, she defended that title. And in 2022, she qualified and competed in the Beijing Winter Olympics. She finished 6th at those Olympics, and also went on to win a bronze medal at World Championships that year. But then Alyssa abruptly quit the sport. This thing that she had been so in love with and so good at, she also realized was not bringing her joy anymore, and that she wanted to live a normal life and be a normal college student. So she stepped away from the sport for 2 years. And it wasn't until she was on a ski trip with her friends that she remembered how much she missed and loved competing. And this past weekend, she became the first US woman to be world champion since 2006. Alyssa took that title from the reigning world champion who's had that title 3 years in a row. And while her program was absolutely beautiful and stunning, you could also see the genuine shock on Alyssa's face when her score came through and she won the title. And the other thing that you could see was a return of that joy she felt she was missing. When you hear me talk about sports, you also hear me talk about the way that I feel these stories can apply to us in real life. Because Alyssa did something that is incredibly hard to do. She pursued something that she was incredibly talented at. She had a lot of success, and she realized at a certain point that that success was coming at the cost of her own joy. And as a teenager was able to recognize that that was happening and make the hard decision to step away from essentially her life's work. But eventually, after some time away, she missed that feeling. She felt the desire to return to something that she was so passionate about. And I think one of the things that it can teach us is that sometimes when you pursue a passion, when you see something in life that brings you joy and you pursue it as your career or just your passion or what you're continuing to try to do with your life, sometimes you might hit a wall. You might feel burned out. You might feel like this thing that you were so passionate about and brought you so much joy is actually coming at the expense of that joy now. And one of the hardest things that we can do as human beings is step away from that feeling. Say, I need a minute to recollect myself and see if there's something else that I'm more interested in, more passionate about, if there's a different way I could live my life. And if you look at Alyssa's story, having the strength to take that step away can sometimes mean that you'll come back even better than you were before. And that taking time to heal and grow can allow you to be the best version of yourself in that same space. So if you're ever struggling with something like that, or you have to make a hard decision, I hope Alyssa's story can tell you that taking some time away doesn't mean that you're done. There's not a ticking clock on your life. And there's nothing that says taking care of yourself means that you won't eventually achieve your dreams. It actually means the opposite. Sometimes taking care of yourself may feel like a delay, but it's the thing that you need the most to actually accomplish what you're hoping to. And one thing's for sure, as this Winter Olympic cycle kicks off, we're going to continue to have so many stories like this, where sports allow us to see the best parts and the hardest parts of humanity and how we can take those moments and apply them to our own lives. Congratulations to Alyssa Liu for taking that top step on the podium, and I truly can't wait to see what her career looks like going forward.